Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Just eases him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hoisted in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vitinha. That is a great pick out. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Caught offside that time. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, Bellingham!
That caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Liverpool are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Dembele. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Maldini.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a little off target. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Oh, it's come off the upright. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's burst through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cruyff! Goal! Belgium! And Belgium are ahead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting...
And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're threatening to fly away here. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Belgium are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Dembele gets into a good position. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Cruyff. Good ball, good take. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
In towards the back stick. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Hazard plays a sharp little ball here, and he is dashing away. Oh, he's been caught on, he's having a shot! Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell, they are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. No, that's been intercepted. And the shot! It's anyone's. Tries a shot! And the keeper's well positioned.
Liverpool are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking for the far post. And there's a goal! And they are right back within touch! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Couldn't squeeze it through. Yaya Toure. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Dembele. He's got plenty of space out wide. Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cruyff. So what can they make of this? Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank here. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good climb! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Now That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Maldini. Belgium are looking to break at pace.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And Yaya Toure! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe might just make this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Alexander-Arnold.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pepe with the clearance. And no, that was never going to make it. Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. In with the challenge. Robertson powering forward here. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the volley. And that's off target.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Drogba. Number 11. Mbappe. Coming on the field. Number 10.
That's a shade optimistic.
Number 14.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there.
Substitution.
And evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Rashford. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Has to go back. He'll try from distance. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yaya Toure! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Drogba gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Belgium have got it back and they'll have another go. Drogba. He's picked his way through. Pass is just off target. Maldini wins the duel this time. He's on it, can he get away? Pele! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Big chance! It's in! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour.
Oh, he's all alone. Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Belgium are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Bellingham. For Van Basten. Now it's Rashford.
Added time.
Rashford going forward. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's beaten the last man. Pelé.
Oh, great feat, that.
Rijkaard. Van Basten. And time is up. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing 2 strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Played in by Robertson. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tries to pass it through, and he's gone backwards. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a football. There's the header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Drogba. Bellingham. Modric, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drogba going after that. Rijkaard. Bellingham. And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Oh, that's fabulous. Punched away. That has not gone well. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Flashes it, he's rising! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have Just missed the kickoff. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think Jack Grealish will look to dominate the game from somewhere between central midfield and that left flank. He has a bias to that side and he loves operating in that space. And sometimes he'll go on the outside, but generally he loves to go on that mazy run inside. And he'll either be fouled or he'll end up slipping somebody through.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. He's found a way past. Hangs one in. And it's hoisted clear. And we have our very first corner. Right card! And another try! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Bellingham. Liverpool are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And here's Drogba. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Grealish. George. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mikolenko. George. And it's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Still goalless at the moment. Mbappe. Threads one in. It's Drogba! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's cut it out. Grealish. And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold in a terrific effort. It's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he is Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Drogba. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Grealish. Distributed tidily. Played into the box.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Mikolenko. In again. Now it's Ndiaye. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Mbappe. This is Dembele. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Bellingham. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. George. Now it's Beto. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. That has been slung wide. But it's Mikolenko. George. Great, takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure is sporting a guilty look after the... Goes for a shot!
No, that wasn't killing anyone. There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Liverpool looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're off again. George. Branthwaite. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And he's hit it long, but astray. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Drogba. And he's worked it through. He has found the way through. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That's an excellent interception. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Grealish. Now it's Ndiaye. That has found him in acres of space.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He's looking wide.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, that's neat. And this is Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure delivers. And that has been cleared. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Liverpool have their second corner now. Oh, brilliant save.
Rijkaard really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
And that has put paid to that. Almost an hour gone. And here's Drogba.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That pass has been well intercepted.
Drogba clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space. Branthwaite. And Diaye. Grealish. That ball looks a good one. Now he's off and running. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And this is Yaya Toure. Oh, great leap! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Branthwaite gets over and intercepts. Oh, what a ball! Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Good chance here! No, not quite.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. And this is Grealish. Can he finish? Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He's kicked it out just.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
That has not gone well. Garner. And it's Gay. Now it's Drogba. Looking for the run. Dembele picks it up out wide. Dembele's delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Liverpool are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
He won't be happy with that one. Liverpool are almost home and dry now. And here's Mbappe. He's under a lot of pressure there. Mbappe! And a header! And that's a tidy finish. They are playing them off the park. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Mbappe is flagged offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Mbappe. Number 15, Dembele. Number 20,
Robson.
Didier Drogba.
And he has been fouled there.
Toure. Number 8, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 14, Rashford. Number 6, Yamal. Number 10,
Picked out brilliantly.
Number 5,
Mikolenko has it out wide and in space.
Number 22,
It wasn't a great header in the end. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, there's a probing ball. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pickford is there to clear. George tries to play it through. Vieira. Rijkaard. And the referee brings it to a close. Liverpool can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where
Hello,
the result
attendees.
justifies.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the... And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cute ball now, how can he reach? Yamal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Dembele. And a header! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Corner number 2 then. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. That is good alertness. Dembele. And it's Guti. Oh, played right into his path. Alexander-Arnold. This is a promising build-up. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nicely aimed pass. He's looking wide. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Not the most accurate pass. Well seen. Saw that coming. It's Gerrard! Just the wrong side.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Gerrard. Guti. Rijkaard. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's been cut out. Well played. And it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Drogba. Looking to play him in.
Serginho clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Mbappe gets into a good position. He's in a great position here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shot a goal! And a neat finish. Botafogo back on level terms. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
He leaps for it! Drogba is herring after that one. And he's picked it up out wide, and he decides to cross it. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands. Sends it crossfield. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. Can he get on the end of this? O'Reilly spots it and intercepts. Gerrard. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal! And again! And he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Botafogo with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So off we go again.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Drogba is onto it in a flash. Robertson aims beyond the defence. Threads one in. Aimed at the far side. Rijkaard, played out to the left flank. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Pretty robust defending.
Timber calmly anticipates. Yamal plays a sharp little ball. And Guti! Gorgeous from Guti! A finish of true class! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that
shapes to shoot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Mbappe. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Chooses to go crossfield. Serginho looking for the run. Serginho picks it up out wide. Cross goes in there. Now it's Guti. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position, swings in across. And he's straight offside. Gerrard. Distributed tidily. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and it's made its way to him. Gerrard. Bounce of passing here. Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, they could be caught out here. Drogba. Dembele under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Now it's Dembele. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Serginho. Well read, nice interception. That's going wide left. Now that looks a decent ball. Gerrard. Over to the right flank. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 15, Dembele.
And it's Hazard.
Coming on the field, number 10,
Yaya Toure.
Van Basten. Number 14,
Robertson gets a good
Rashford.
foot in there.
Number 6,
He's in plenty of space here.
Substitution.
Oh, that's
in
a
progress.
fine interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Yaya Toure. Tries to play it through. Messi receives it in a wide position. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Bellingham. Yaya Toure.
There will
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. Driven in. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss. And that is that. Liverpool can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Decent chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That is good strength. And it's Vitinha. Shot, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. And it's been given away. And he shoots! Has another go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, they can break here. Kvaratskhelia. Van Dijk gives no quarter whatsoever. Nicely spread.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Drogba. Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Now it's Drogba. And it's Yaya Toure. Robertson. And here's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Zanetti running with intent. That is a great pick out. Robertson. Bellingham. Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Zanetti. Now it's Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yaya Toure. The message is clear, none shall pass. Toure really struggling. Chance for a shot! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Ekitike certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
O'Reilly. Ribéry. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good-looking ball. Liverpool are looking to go forward now.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's quick to get rid. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Thinks about the shot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please
Liverpool finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Police Department.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. That gets us going once more.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pepe. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ribery. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to wriggle clear of his marker. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
It's Drogba!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
O'Reilly. Liverpool still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Yaya Toure. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Vitinha. Ribery in acres of space out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! And another try! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Pepe. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kvaratskhelia making a dash for it. Alexander-Arnold does well not to be outdone there. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. And this is Dembele. He's got away. Pinches it off him. Vitinha. Azar. Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's had it taken off him. Ribéry crosses.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Liverpool really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Vitinha. Rice has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Just 5 minutes left. Defending was strong and firm. Pepe. Rice. Hazard going forward. Kvaratskhelia has it in a wide position. There's the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Kvaratskhelia deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ribéry goes short.
There will be 1 minute
Pinged
added
towards the
time.
front line. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Ribéry. Oh, important interception. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Just a quick announcement. And an
So there
exciting
it
one
is.
too. We're
What
about
struck
to
you most
announce
about
today's
that?
lottery
Yeah,
numbers.
well, I've been
Please
on the
watch the
losing
screen
side
if
in
you haven't
games
yet.
like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Begley. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the...
Can he finish?
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Robertson, crossed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And this is Messi. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele wants to run onto this. Bellingham. Oh, he's been caught napping. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Bellingham going after that. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Drogba, good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Roberto Baggio, and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Messi with the short one. It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Costa Curta. Zielinski. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And here's Drogba, in with the challenge. Drogba has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. Cross from Robertson. Baresi gets it away. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. He's going for goal! That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's well spotted. That's really well manoeuvred. Robertson. Lofted in. And that should get the job done. Dembele! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Played in by Robertson. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear. And that's a good ball. Distributed tidily. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. He slings it in. Baresi tries to clear. Baresi deals with that. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Costa Corta. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tries a shot! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game today.
And that is indeed the final act. That is certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Liverpool come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zielinski! Superb from Zielinski! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And here's Drogba. Now there's a fight. It's Dembele! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Terrific effort! No, just not quite. Koundé. That looks a decent ball. Roberto Baggio. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Alexander-Arnold. And this is Drogba. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And here's Mbappe.
Barcelona always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Not a hint of offside here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. Mbappe! Mbappe! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
And a header! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That has been cut short. Rijkaard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Koundé. Now it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cannavaro. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely spread. Flings in across. Roberto Baggio does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Aims beyond the defence. And the through ball. Messi. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Baggio. Messi shoots! Oh, the ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The two
10,
coaches are signalling
Messi.
changes here,
El
both at the
dorsal
same time.
7, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos
Koundé.
por el dorsal 19, el dorsal
And it's
14,
Bellingham.
el dorsal 13.
Spread to the
Cambio
right.
de jugadores.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Yamal might just make this. That's been cut out, well played. Great vision. Shot could be on. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Costa Curta. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely aimed pass. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Basten. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Robertson. And that's aimed into them. Oh, great leap! Oh, that was a brilliant save. And that will be the final act. Liverpool perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run on.
He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? Cross into the box. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Passing nice and neat.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yaya Toure. Mbappe is onto this. Impressive jump! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Into the channel.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Sevilla with the corner, there first. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good take, and is he in? Messi! Glorious! A finish of true class! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Sevilla restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next is going to be so significant.
Aimed beyond the defence. There's the delivery. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And it's Robertson. Tries to play it through. Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Keeper has taken decisive action. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Yaya Toure. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Robertson. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. It's Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure. Ryerson cuts out the pass. Messi. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Liverpool are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11 será sustituido
Liverpool
por
get the ball rolling in the second half. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Jordan Henderson. Doué sends it crossfield. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Totti. Yaya Toure. This looks... And the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target. And he was quick to react. And this is Dembele, and he's managed to get free. Aimed at the far side.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Quality ball. Drogba going after that. And he's being shifted off it. Totti.
Alexander-Arnold.
Great vision.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Drogba has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. He won't be happy with that one. Ryerson. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Totti. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Sevilla leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
Takes a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Sevilla go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. And here's Drogba. And here's Dembele. Pinches it off him. He's shifting. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Jordan Henderson. Now it's Doué. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. It's a promising position. That's very neat. Now it's Messi. It'll be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Totti. El dorsal 21,
Hazard.
Messi. El
Chouameni.
dorsal 6,
And it's McAllister. Kiatisuk is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Scholes. El dorsal 9.
Can he get it through?
El dorsal 8.
Tchouaméni
El dorsal 17.
spread out to the left.
Un cambio de jugadores.
Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Bellingham.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Scholes. Robertson. That's Rijkaard. Yaya Toure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish?
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Yaya Toure.
Oh, that's delightful.
Tchouaméni. And that is a little undercooked.
He has found the way through. Terrific effort! No, not the best of headers.
Sevilla clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Habrá 2 minutos
Kiatisuk.
de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. Bellingham played out to the left flank.
Looking for the run.
Cross from Robertson. Liverpool could have here their final chance.
It's their second corner of the game. Yaya Toure! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done.
Liverpool played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.